just released their 2022 mid-year market report. So if you are ready to nerd out with me, this video is jam-packed with what is happening here in the North Texas market and forecasting where it's headed. We'll even discuss the specific counties of Collin, Dallas, Denton, and Rockwall and what their markets are doing, so stick around. A new real estate market is beginning to take shape as we move into the second half of 2022. So what does this mean for buyers and sellers? First off, here are 4 important points to keep in mind. Number 1, people are still flocking to Texas due to the economic environment and overall demand for housing remains strong. Number 2, price appreciation is continuing in most markets, although at a slower pace. Number 3, inventory is growing in most markets. However, inventory remains 50% below pre-pandemic levels. And number 4, mortgage rates are down from their peak earlier this summer. Yay! And while higher compared to this time last year, rates remain well below historical averages. And in case you were curious, you should check out this video over here where I go into more details about historical interest rates. Here's some good news for both buyers and sellers. Buyers, many of you will have a moment to breathe during your home search, allowing for some relief to all the frenzy that came with insane multiple offers. In many neighborhoods, the growing inventory will, dare I say, allow for more options and less competition. Sellers, don't worry, you will still be able to take advantage of all-time high prices and strong demand for listings. And for homeowners selling with plans to purchase another home, your transition will benefit from more options and less logistical headaches. All that being said, it is evident that 2021 and 2022 will be outliers in the markets. We'll see a dose of normalcy in the second half of the year, and that is not a bad thing. So let's take a broad look first with the overall North Texas market analysis. The North Texas market saw a moderate overall decrease in number of new listings and pending sales, but an increase in properties sold in the second quarter of 2022 when compared to the same time in 2021. Sadly, the price segment that caused this overall decline is the 300,000 and under segment, as all other price segments saw growth in new listings, pending sales, and sold properties. The segment that saw the most year-over-year growth is the 750 to 1.5 million price segment, which has a mind-blowing 51% increased number of properties sold. North Texas ended the second quarter of 2022 in a seller's market with a 2.4 month supply of inventory. North Texas is continuing to face pressure on inventory, and that is contributing to the increasing rise in home value across the region. The average sold price increased from $409,000 in June of 21 to $488,000 in June of 22, which is a 19% increase. Okay, so let's move on to some specific counties in North Texas. I've got my handy-dandy outline of Texas counties behind me. First, we are going to start off with Collin County, which is located right here. Collin County saw an overall decrease in market growth in the second quarter of 2022 when compared to the same time in 2021, with the total number of properties sold decreasing by 18%. The main cause of this decrease is the number of pending sales, which fell by 20%. The price segment that saw the most decline was 300,000 and under, which saw significant declines in listings, pending sales, and properties sold. Conversely, the price segment that saw the most growth was 750,000 to 1.5 million, which saw an eye-popping 95% increase in the number of properties sold year over year. Collin County ended the quarter with a 2.1 month supply of inventory, keeping it in a seller's market. This pressure on inventory is a main factor in why the county is continuing to see home values rise. This statistic floored me. The average sold price for the region increased by 27% year over year, going from, get this, $497,000 in June of 21 to $632,000 in June of 2022. Next, we'll move on to Dallas County, located just south of Collin County, so it is right here. Dallas County saw a moderate decrease in overall growth in the second quarter of 2022 when compared to the same time last year. The price segment that saw the most overall year-over-year growth was the $750,000 to $1.5 million price segment, which not only saw an increase in the number of properties sold, but also saw growth in the number of pending sales for the quarter. The $300,000 and under segment showed the biggest fall in year-over-year sales. One factor for this decline of growth is that home values have appreciated to the point where houses are being priced out of the entry-level pricing and selling in the $300,000 to $750,000 segment. The county ended the quarter with a 1.7 month supply of inventory, keeping it in a seller's market for the quarter. The continued pressure on inventory is contributing to the continued increase in home values. The average sold price for the county saw a 15% year-over-year increase, going from $471,000 in June of 21 to $543,000 in June of 2022. Now we are going to take a look at Denton County, located west of Collin County and north of Dallas County. So that is going to be right here. Denton County saw a decrease in overall growth in the second quarter of 2022 when compared to the same time last year, with 7% fewer homes going under pending status and 9% fewer properties being sold. I feel like I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but the price segment that caused the overall decline was the $300,000 and under segment, which was the only individual price range that showed a decrease in new listings, pending sales, and properties sold. Once again, the decline in growth can be attributed to the fact that home values have appreciated to the point that houses are being priced out of the entry-level segment and selling at a higher price point. Conversely, the $750,000 to $1.5 million segment saw the highest rate of growth, with active listings increasing by an astounding 146% year-over-year, pending sales and the number of properties sold increasing by over 70% year-over-year. Denton County ended the quarter with a 2-month supply of inventory, keeping it in a seller's market. The continued pressure on inventory has led to the steady increase in home values for the county. The average sold price for June 2022 was $578,000, up from $471,000 in June of 2021. Finally, Rockwall County is located south of Collin County and east of Dallas County in this little square right here. Rockwall County saw an overall decrease in market activity in the second quarter of 2022 when compared to the same time last year. The price range that contributed the most to this overall decrease, you guessed it, was the $300,000 and under price segment, which saw a 27% decrease in pending sales as well as an 81% decrease in properties sold. As a result, first-time homebuyers are really being pushed out of lower level price segments and into a higher one, or they're just sitting on the sidelines and continuing to rent. Price segment that saw the most activity was the $750,000 to $1.5 million segment, which saw a jaw-dropping 230% increase in pending sales. I'm running out of words to describe my astonishment, really, as well as an 86% increase in properties sold. The county ended the quarter with a 2.7 month supply of inventory, keeping it in a seller's market. This continued pressure on inventory has led to the continued appreciation of home prices. The average sold price for the county was $555,000 as of June 2022, up from $422,000 in June of 2021. Thanks for sticking with me through this video. There was a lot of ground to cover and much to absorb. If you have any questions about any additional counties or would like a written copy of this report, give me a shout and I'll be happy to forward it to you. If you found this information helpful and would like to hear more about the Dallas Metroplex and surrounding suburbs, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when my next video comes out. I'd love to help you buy or sell your Texas nest.